What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello out there. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are all well. Hope you guys are doing good. Having a decent or a better Wednesday. Today is a day, man. For all you Golden Gun Gamer YouTube channel, what's the word I'm looking for? For all you people that's here all the time, man, y'all already know what's going on right now, man. I'm excited. Like what? Triple G doing a watch party, bro. I'm excited. We got 7 minutes until Kabam's live stream starts. We got 1 hour and 7 minutes until Act 8.4 officially goes live, and we hopping straight into that thing. So I can't wait. What's good, Natty Dan? First comment on the stream. I see you. Mike Hill is in the building. Tobias J, TJ, let's get it. Party God, Party Gang, GRG, all that in the building. Man, PG, we got a stream for them today, bro. I'm on this mobile game called Marvel Contest of Champions, bro. It's Marvel everything, bro. It's fire. I ain't gonna lie. The game fire. It's got its issues, but fire game. But they're gonna be releasing a brand new set of content that's supposed to be like Everest type content, I guess, for some real good rewards. So, and it goes live at 2 o'clock our time, EST, PG. So we're gonna try to be one of the first people to get it done, pretty much in the world. Basically, try to be in that first crowd of people that get it done, first in the world. And the plan is to stream until it's done. So that's all. I'm ready. I got it all set up. I got everything all set up, man. I'm willing to go 24 hours. I'm definitely willing to go past that 12-hour mark for sure. So, man, we going until we can't go no more, or until we done. Basically, I'm even thinking about putting like my PayPal link into the chat, pinning that to the chat, just in case somebody wanna, you know what I mean, donate toward the efforts of trying to get this 8.4 done on not on this stream, but on our official 8.4 stream. It's gonna be right after this stream. So let me get my mic on. I mean my cam on. Look, y'all see me? Boy, all smiles today. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah, bro, we throwing everything, the kitchen sink, everything at 8.4 today. Everything we got is going into 8.4 today. But before we hop in there, we definitely gonna check out. Well, I was gonna check out the Kabam live stream regardless, but I'm like, let me start up a live stream, see if somebody wanna watch it with me. So shout out to everybody here. We is gonna get the link. The link says in the chat. Here's the link to Kabam's Twitch. So if you're trying to enter the giveaways, when it's time to enter the giveaway, we're gonna be on top of all that for you. So when it's time to enter the giveaway, I will definitely say it. Like, everybody click that link if you want to enter the giveaway. They're doing a huge giveaway. It's a fire giveaway. Only one winner. There's only going to be one winner, but that winner is going to get every 6-star in the game, every single 6-star. So whether you got a new account or you got a monstrous account, that's going to be a heck of a giveaway. It's going to be a better giveaway for if you got a monster account, meaning you already got most of the 6 stars, then that's just going to be a crap ton. Who knows how many? I'm sure somebody tried to do the math already, but how many 7-star shards that's gonna be. So if you got, like me, if you somebody like me, or a lot of the people that I be seeing in the chat, if you got most of the 6 stars already, then Those 6 stars is just gonna be dupes. Maybe even max 6. No, definitely max 6. They're gonna be max 6. They're gonna be 7-star galore. But if you got a brand new account, then you definitely about to grow all crazy. So the stream is up. All right, let me hop over. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. We got no monetizations is on right now. So, but once again, if you're trying to get to Kabam's Twitch, that's where it matters most. You gotta be on Kabam's Twitch live stream in order to be entered into the giveaway. So if you want a chance to win, you gotta go to the Twitch. The link to their Twitch is pinned to the top of the chat. We're watching their YouTube channel. We're watching their YouTube side of things. You might see some people in their chats, you know. If it's showing y'all, I don't know what it's showing y'all actually. Okay, no, y'all can't see the chat. Let me see if I do this. Okay, no, it's not showing the chat. Okay, y'all can't see their chat, but it's all good. I mean, Messiah, it's gonna be. I mean, for an account like yours, bro, imagine how many 7-star shards that is, bro. I'm not entering the giveaway, so, because I definitely don't think I'm going to win it, but I urge you guys to. I urge y'all to. What's good, though, Messiah? Hashtag GodMod in the building. It's going to be a crap ton of 7-star shards. And for an account for you, it's going to be a crap ton of max sig crystals. Messiah, man, what? That's going to be huge, man. That's going to be huge. Can you guys hear? Can I get a sound check? Is it too loud? Am I too low? How we sounding? Is it a good mixture?
What is up, Summoners? Welcome back to another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream here on twitch.tv/Kabam and on the official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page. My name is Jax. I am one of your community managers, and I am excited because we get to do this once, maybe twice a month.
Mic check.
Today is special because we are celebrating Act 8.4 launch day. That's right, in just 1 hour's time, you all will be able to dive right into the contest and get at Act 8.4.
Let's get it. We right there too.
Of all of Act
Low?
8,
okay.
we're going to be talking to the narrative designer behind the things. I don't think that's your official title, but we'll get into that later. We're going to be talking about the narrative. We're going to be talking to Stuart, who's coming back to talk about our newest boss, Glycon. And of course, we're going to have my boss and your best friend, Mike, here to chat through the rewards. We know they're out there. We know you've seen them, but we want to highlight them and talk about why we're excited about them. So, Thank you all for being here, Summoners. If this is your first ever time here, welcome. Please hop into the chat and let us know where in the world you are tuning in from. It's my favorite thing to see. Again, if you are watching anywhere other than twitch.tv/kabam, we can't see you. Come on over here, twitch.tv/kabam. That's where the giveaway is going to happen. That's where we're going to be interacting with chat most. Like we've got Snake Areno here from New York City. Welcome on in, first timer. We've got Karmic Curse in India. We've got Skelly27111, my favorite number of all time in the UK. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Kayot 22 from California. Everybody, it's so good to have you here. Again, if it's your first time here, you might not know how things go. We're here to chat. We're here to celebrate. We're here to have a great time with everything in the contest. We are doing a big giveaway today. I don't know if you guys have heard or if every single one of you is here specifically for that giveaway, but we will, later in the show, be giving away every single 6-star to one lucky summoner. Now, I've seen a lot of pondering about this. Do I start a new account and get every 6-star? You could. Or, but do you really want to give up that opportunity to have every 6-star to your own account? I don't know. We'll find out later in the show. Again, if you're here for the first time and you don't know how to enter a giveaway, we'll give you that information as we start the giveaway. It will require you to type in one simple phrase into the chat. Do not try to guess it. You do not need to connect any accounts. Just being here is enough. And hey, that makes me very, very excited. So thank you, everybody. And I'm seeing you all pouring in here. All of our first time. We've got Thrift69 from representing China. We got Karma 4.
And once again, I got y'all. I got y'all when it comes to the link. The link to their Twitch is pinned to the top of the chat, y'all. So when it's time to do the giveaways, if y'all want to go enter, then just click the link, head over to their Twitch channel, and then type the keyword into their chat. They haven't told us what the keyword is yet. They won't tell us until it's time to do the giveaway. So we'll stay on top of that.
Very easy. Don't be a jerk. Kindness is free, as a friend of mine once told me. And this is a game. It's meant to be fun. Everybody is here because they are passionate about this and they want free stuff, but they're passionate about this game. And I understand that that passion sometimes leads to anger and frustration and all these negative things, and that's okay. But hey, we're here to have a good time, so please keep the chat clean.
It's usually at the end of the stream, MCOC. That's when the giveaway starts. Like the last 5-10 minutes of the stream.
So much on the line with this massive giveaway at the end of the stream, that would be a terribly foolish thing to do. To keep the chat flowing, to keep us safe, to keep us having fun, we do have our mods, so shout out to our mods hanging out. We will be taking some questions. If you guys have some great ones for our team, please tag at KabamTwitchyD or at Kabam in the chat, and we will try to bring those in and get them in front of the people making the content. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? Everyone's asleep in this room today. That's okay. We'll dive right into it. Please help me in welcoming to our their first live stream appearance. We got Max. Max, how you doing?
Just real quick. It's a brand new thing. Kabam changed it. So all new content used to come out at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now all new content drops at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just to put that out there for y'all. So stop looking for y'all new content at 1 p.m. because it's coming at 2 p.m. now.
Inside the contest, a couple of narrative videos, and then a stage presence.
Yeah, just a little thing called New York City Comic Con.
Before we talk about New York Comic Con, because I want to, can you give everybody your official title, which I no doubt butchered, and what you do in the contest?
You betcha. So I am the lead quest designer on Contest of Champions, on top of sort of managing the department of our quest designers who make pretty much all the content that you all get to love and enjoy and play. I also have a really big hand, as you mentioned, in working on the narrative. So I help plan out narrative roadmaps for our monthly event quests and any side quests that come up. I work very closely with various people involved in the story quest team to plan out the characters and the story and years of narrative for MCOC. And I also have a big role to play in the champion roadmap process. So I help us figure out the champions we want to put together and the pairings and the stories we're going to put with them.
Yeah, really quick, because we talked to our summoners about how we plan out our champions a year and a half, so far in advance. Do we plan the stories just as far?
just about. Once we sort of lock in who the characters are, we sit down, you know, for a couple of weeks and we go, okay, you know, what's the story we want to tell with these characters? Is there a common thread we want to run through all these months of content? Is there larger stuff we want to do? Can we do extra fun little side stories and the side quests?
Yeah. The Holy Plunger asking that question basically as we answer it, so thank you for that insight. Now, we mentioned New York Comic Con. Max and I were fortunate enough with one of our colleagues, Justin, to go to New York Comic Con last year where we had a little stage spot to talk about Sheoth coming to the contest. So we've got a little bit of B-roll here, a little bit of footage. That's you and Justin with the wonderful and talented, charismatic Josh Soleil. Walk us through kind of the responsibility.
We ain't missing nothing right here. I wanted to say, for those who don't know, because me and Gudra was talking about it. Shout out to Gudra. Me and Gudra was talking about how Act 8.4 is the conclusion to a storyline that's been going since Act 4. So if y'all been paying attention since like Act 4, this whole Punisher storyline has been going for years now, basically. So from Act 4 all the way until Act 8.4 is when that story is going to conclude. So shout out to him and the story team too.
Accountable, let them know like, hey, there is a person making all of this and I'm not perfect, but I want to make the game as close to perfect as I can for the rest of you. And that's a really great motivator for getting through all, like what would otherwise be a stressful and worrisome situation.
And we talk all the time to you guys directly, and I praise the passion of our game team and how much they care and love this game and the product that they create, everything that they put into it. And Max, you're a fantastic example of that. So thank you for carrying that passion forward. As we look to 52 minutes from now when we launch Act 8.4, a conclusion of all of Act 8, can you catch us up on where we are narratively?
You betcha. So, Karina took over the contest at the end of Act 6, and in Act 7, she was really coming to her own, solving lots of problems, dealing with Kang and some other things. And then Act 8 is the arrival of her first really big foe, Ouroboros, this secretive, militarized organization that had been operating under her nose the entire time to arm the battle realm with dangerous weapons and powers and pit, you know, various factions and groups against each other for unknowable reasons. And as Karina sort of figures out more about them and why they're operating throughout Act 8, they finally make themselves known. They let the battle realm know their true purpose and that they're seeking to set up all of the champions of the contest to overthrow the weird, cruel machinations of like the cosmic beings who govern it, the Elders and Maestro and Thanoses. And so, you know, Ouroboros has this idea of, you know, let's dethrone all of these overlords. The contest is for the champions. But, you know, Karina's smarter than that. She gets the idea of, you know, this is maybe not as sincere and revolutionary as it seems. There's darker underlying motives. So her pursuit at sort of great expense to a lot of her allies has been to expose the lies and dangers of this, you know, shadowy, obviously evil organization. And that's where Act 8.4 comes in, is she's finally gotten a leg up on these guys and managed to figure out what they're up to and what their big plan is and how they're going to be, you know, pitting various parts of the battle realm against one another. And that's sort of where she finally realizes that in her sort of bullishness to fight these things on her terms and not listen to her allies trying to warn her like, hey, you're going down a dark path here. She's ultimately played into Ouroboros' goals, that she has helped their plan come to fruition. Now, I won't spoil how that plays out in 8.4. You'll all have to play through that chapter and see how it goes, but it ends up in a pretty exciting climax when she finally goes face to face with the summoner against, you know, Ouroboros' leader, Glykon.
Glykon looks super cool, as have all of the bosses through Act 8.4. Through Act 8. Can you talk us through kind of the process of bringing a bespoke boss and narratively, what is their motivation and their ties to the story?
Absolutely. So we really wanted to break away from some of like the higher beings of sort of like Marvel lore and bring something a little more custom to the contest story, something that felt unique to the MCOC universe. And with that, we started to think about, well, you know, the contest in the battle room is kind of a stressful and terrifying place to be. And so how would various heroes cope with sort of a bit of an existential nightmare of like multiversal variants and, you know, godlike beings everywhere and constant fighting? And that's where we started to land on this idea of, well, you know, heroes who have flaws really struggle to sort of make their way against them, and they often have the best intentions when they do make mistakes. So what would a truly malevolent being be able to do with those flaws, with those issues? How would they be able to exploit them? And that's where we got these Ouroboros villains from. Was, you know, if you're Scarlet Witch, you know, yeah, you are a brilliant trained assassin, but you're fighting gods and monsters. You know, what would you be willing to do? What would you sacrifice to be able to, you know, fight on their level? And then, of course, you have someone like Bruce Banner who, you know, is in a constant state of fear and concern because he's in a place that caters to his worst impulses. What would he be willing to give up in order to regain that sense of control over his own life? And all that's so much more compelling to me personally, from both a narrative and gameplay standpoint, because you can do evil versions of heroes, but it can feel so shallow when Tony Stark wakes up and he has a bad hair day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make that everyone else's problem. You know, it gets pretty tired pretty quick. So we really wanted to just touch on things that we felt were interesting new avenues for why and how truly good characters could wind up being evil or exploited by an evil purpose.
Yeah, this is, these are so cool to see in such detail, so close up. Again, I think this is probably some of the most positive feedback I see about story content, about the game in general, is these awesome, awesome bosses. And it's so cool to see the insight and hear about how their involvement is deeper than just, we thought we could make Tony Stark's suit of armor look cool. You know what I mean? Like, there's an actual narrative motivation for these people. And I think that gives it some depth and really brings them off the page and kind of brings them to life. You know what I mean? Now, something that we have changed up a little bit recently in terms of our story content is going from 6 paths to 3 paths. This is a very intentional choice that we made. We made it for very specific reasons. Can you kind of speak to those reasons a little bit?
Absolutely. So there's sort of 2 main schools of thought that led us to that particular solution to what was honestly a problem at the time. And the first is that, you know, I've been working on StoryQuest for almost 4 years now, I think a little over 4 years. And, you know, I've made it my personal mission to sand off as many rough edges as possible and improve it wherever I can. And one of the things that I was always struggling with was the common complaint and frustration of, like, it's so much content to get through. It's so much time to explore it and power through it. And, you know, the quality bar on it wasn't always the highest I would have liked it to have been at the time. And it really just felt like, you know, now more than ever, the contest is so saturated with content. Summoners have so much to play through and so many quests to do and so many things that want their time. It just felt right to go, you know what? Yeah, let's cut this down to 3 paths from 6. Let's adjust some other things that we need to make that happen and give people back some time. And then the other half of that equation was honestly my own time. Now, I know this isn't something a lot of people know about, but StoryQuest is predominantly done by one person. It's me. I make it. If you played it and you read it, odds are I designed it or I built it and worked on it. Now, I have had the luxury of having a dedicated RPG designer like Stuart or Alex or even Aiden collaborate with me and work on building out those amazing bosses everybody loves and working on certain custom bespoke mechanics. But the bulk of the work is me, right? So over the course of the 2 or 3 months that I have before a beta to put together content, I was whipping up, you know, hundreds of fights in a very short period of time. So, you know, 6 fights per path, 6 paths per quest is 36, times 6 quests is, what, 216?
That's, with my quick math, that's exactly right.
And that's not including bosses. It's another 15 fights on top of that. So I was sort of burning myself to get through 231 fights in a pretty good state on the way to beta, and then updating them post-beta with whatever changes needed to happen. And that was just not feasible. Like, that was just something that was really tough to stay on top of. And if I'm perfectly honest, there were just certain things that I had to let go of and be like, this is good enough for the time I have available to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, not every path was a banger. I know there are some that are my personal favorites throughout Act 8, but I also know that in chapters 1 and 2, there's a couple where I just had to say, like, this is going to have to do, people. I'm sorry. This is going to have to be as good as I can get out. And with that in mind, like, I feel like 8.3 and soon to be 8.4 are, as a full package, a much higher quality overall, because I'm not trying to fill up the gaps and get all the extra fights in. But the other really important thing about that is that it actually freed up a bunch of my time to do other important things that I had to do. So the first time we did it for 8.3, where we dropped from 6 to 3, that's what gave me the time to do the Act 4-5 rework, which is also me. just going in there and figuring out where everything needs to get corrected or updated or retuned. And that's the benefit of that part, is it's not just a matter of, okay, I can make sure that everything going into it is the best it can be because I have time to work on it. But also, I have little extra time to do other interesting things on the side. So that's pretty much the whole package as to, like, how we got there.
Yeah, I think it's a balancing act that sometimes summoners don't get to see, right? They see 6-3, they feel they've lost something, but they don't necessarily see the whole picture of what they stand to gain by that change. So it's great that you're able to kind of provide that insight. And we talk to the summoners pretty frequently about the contest growing to a place where it might not be feasible for you to do literally every single piece of content as it happens. And maybe going from 6 paths to 3 paths might not be the end of the world, because it will free you up to do other pieces of content as well. And like you said, a little bit more polish on these 3 paths. Everything's going to be beautiful. I'm really excited for people to get their hands on it. This content launches in 43 minutes. They're going to get their hands on this. You've been working on it for a very long time. How are you feeling going into launch day here?
Oh, I feel great. Like, this is probably one of my favorite, if not my new favorite chapter going forward. Like, I've had a couple of like really prominent ones. I really enjoyed 7.4. 8.3 was a lot of fun, but like this one I'm definitely not just like the most confident about, but I think I'm just about the proudest in terms of how it's shaped up.
I love that, and again, we speak to the passion and the connection that you have to your own work, so thank you again for all of that.
I got a feeling he's going to be
Before
super OP.
we move away from this, I do want to pull in one quick question. You might not even be the person to ask it, but BlackOrange7777 says, hey, do we need any particular champs for 8.4? Is there anything in terms of like access gates, anything like that?
Nope, but leave your Hercules at home.
Ha ha! That's right, we finally solved it.
No.
We didn't solve it. No more Hercules.
I'm just asking, please.
Just please.
Let him rest. He needs a couple days off. He's doing everything these days.
We'll find out, bro.
Well, Max, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your insight here. We're going to change gears. Everybody in chat, all of our summoners, please say thank you to Max. Again, just incredibly passionate, very thorough. Thank you for sharing your insight and your passion here. We appreciate you. We are going to change gears now, and we are going to switch things up. We're going to be bringing back out...
Hold on. Let me mute them real quick. We going to find out if Hercules... We going to find out on Golden Gun Gaming, hashtag Triple G's YouTube channel. We going to find out if Hercules, if they lying or not, for sure.
The contest is a tale of epic woes, but also magnificent glories.
We gonna see.
And we're back. A quick little Ouroboros video clip there. And again, I'm so excited. I as a community manager, get to talk about all of the passion and highlight all of these things that our game team do. But it's so much more fun to me, and I hope to you as well, to hear it straight from their mouths. So please help me in welcoming back to the show, maybe one of our most featured guests at this point. We got Stuart. Stuart, how you doing today?
Hello.
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
Couldn't be more excited.
The hair looks good today. We can tell that you are ready for the show. Now,
special for them.
Exactly. Just for you guys. You hear that? Stuart, you create champions in our game. We brought you on last time to talk about...
That would be the Nameless Grandmaster.
Nameless Grandmaster, but you also create champs that people play with. Can you give everybody like your greatest hits list of champs that they have in their roster that they're playing that you created?
That's a toughie, Jackson. They're all my they're all my greatest hits.
I know what you're talking about.
No, I worked on in order: Black Cat, Valkyrie, Infamous Iron Man, Atuma, Vivian Vision, and then Vox. And then I was also the designer on the Spider-Man Classic rework.
Yeah, so a lot of, we joked about this yesterday, that you've been pigeonholed into a lot of skill and then some tech. You throw them in there just a little bit. A question flew by, but they said Black Cat is goated here. Lee Min, so I just wanted to let you know that they love your work.
Man of taste.
Yeah, exactly.
He did say that he did.
Yeah,
Viv,
so
right?
we
Vision is a problem, bro.
We've seen you kind of create bosses for people to fight
problem.
against, and also champions for people to play as. What is the difference in your approach to these two pretty, distinct impacts on the game?
We'll find out.
Yeah,
right?
it's a great question, and it was definitely something that there was a big learning curve for me going in, especially for the Nameless Grandmaster. The biggest difference is you need to think about champions that the player can collect and use as kind of toys, in the way of like, what can this person do with them? And they're going to be thinking about like, what can I accomplish with this champion? What are the actions that I'm going to be performing this champion? Why do I want to perform these actions? And most importantly, are these actions fun? Then you're of course also thinking about like what like utility that champion brings to the game. What will they unlock as a key? And then flipping it around in your head for a champion who's only going to be used on defense as a boss is really just understanding how each one of those questions mirrors. Instead of asking what will the player be, what is the
Quick question. While I'm talking, do I sound much lower than they are when they're talking? Let me know if I should turn my mic up a little bit, y'all.
Right? We typically want to avoid asking the player in boss fights to do actions that are repetitive, boring, frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those every once in a while are a little bit of spice, but
A little bit of spice.
But in general, yeah, we want to make sure we're continually asking the player to perform sequences of action that are, not only intellectually but viscerally satisfying.
Yeah, I think like you kind of touched on there, foundationally, right from the get-go, you're kind of looking at different features when you are creating champs for different reasons, and I think that's super interesting. A lot of these Act 8 bosses have brought specific new mechanics. I think Bahamut had like a ping pong type of thing. I haven't got there yet, I'm still a young Paragon, but I've heard people talk about it, and it sounds really cool. Is there anything new that players can expect going into Act 8.4 to tackle Glycon?
Mic check,
Yes,
mic check.
so
Mic check.
Act 8 has been a fantastic proving ground for new mechanics in general with these bosses. We've really been inspired a lot by their visual designs and like the novelty of those, and also like some of the interesting facets of them being corrupted versions of existing champions to think of these novel mechanics. One of the things we've been trying to do is think about how these champions make use of their corrupted armor that's been given to them by Ouroboros. And for, I know with Cerastes, the idea was that he's always been upgrading himself.
He looks super young.
For Glycon, it was a crystalline manifestation really of his desire to punish the wicked. And his armor basically, I've always thought about it as like almost manifesting like the idea of punishment into the fight. And so since he is the corrupted version of the Punisher.
Living up to the namesake?
Yes. Look,
he looks so cool.
He's so awesome.
He looks so cool.
I love that the main factor of the design was they were just like, yeah, that skull, we're going to make it bigger than it was, and it's going to glow.
That's going to be really important.
Yeah.
So I think Glycon exists in a really unique space in that their name is also a mechanic in our game. And I think you kind of told us a little bit yesterday that punishing was a main approach here and something that players are going to focus on. Can you walk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, when we're starting out with this character and it's the Punisher, I immediately thought, well, players already have this concept of punishing actions. But again, they came up with that term and we kind of adopted it.
That's so cool, yeah.
Yeah, same thing with Intercept. Our community is awesome, and I love it when we can take things that they do and add them to the game.
Steal them. Oh yeah, add them.
Yeah, your words, not mine.
Steal them, take it.
But yes, so Glycon's fight is all about punishing, in the MCOC sense of the term. In order to damage Glycon at all, you literally cannot damage him other than with combos that start with punishing actions. So that means punishing Glycon's heavy attack or punishing his specials.
Yeah.
And you can, every hit against Glycon is normally doesn't do anything. But any hit that is in a chain of punishing hits is a guaranteed critical hit against him, and that chain can be extended using a striker, and it often culminates in a special attack that you can do for massive guaranteed critical damage.
Yeah. Before we move on too much here, Anime Catwoman in chat, who honestly I remember as one of our first ever people in the streams in any way, wanted to say thank you for Black Cat and Vox. So shout out to you, Anime Catwoman. Thank you so much for sticking around all this time. That's incredible. Stuart, we joke about it like we did with Nameless Grandmaster. where we kind of ask like, hey, can you give us any hints ahead of time? And normally we don't do any of that. You've already kind of given us a little bit of insight here that
Yeah,
realistically
we definitely did.
might take players a little bit of time to catch up on their own had you not already told them.
Yeah.
Are we expecting
That's
any
what I'm worried
specific
about,
counters
little
when
things
summoners
like
are
that.
strategizing? Are they looking to bring in a specific class, a specific champ? Can we give any more insight on that side of things?
Absolutely. So Glycon is the superior class, so you're going to be fighting against class advantage no matter what,
Yeah, no
which is a
matter
thing
what.
to consider. You'll be doing a little bit less,
He likes
little bit less damage to him.
He's all classes.
But he was designed a little bit in being in mind with the skill class, since that was his base nature. So we really wanted to showcase mutant champions against him. Glycon does not appreciate people bringing in attack rating increases that are either fury-based or even arbitrary. Like if your champion says, I increase my attack rating when X happens, no, Glycon's not having it. And that means that a lot of champions, like, you know, in the Cosmic class or whatever,
You know, he wanted to
increase
say
their
it. Just
attack
say
rating
champions
by a
like
large
Hercules.
amount aren't going to do great. But you know who is going to do great? People who bring in prowess into the fight. Glycon, to make the fight interesting and to give players those big, juicy numbers that they love so much, Glycon also gives you your own supply of prowess within the fight. But how you get that prowess is a little bit dangerous. While you are trying to punish Glycon stuff, he's also punishing you. For various actions in the fight, Glycon inflicts these things called divine punishments, which are effectively rules he imposes on the fight. He can stack up to 3 of each rule, and each time you gain one of those rules, you also gain a prowess.
Like him.
If you gain too many of one rule, things go bad for you. It's through the act of dodging his special attacks completely that you can get rid of those stacks of punishment and keep playing the fight
It sounds
without
like Onslaught gonna
completely
shine
melting
too.
down.
I love these kind of moments that we share a bit of insight
Yeah,
and
get some more
we say
insight. We
one or
need
two
more.
things, and
We need more.
then the community goes off. They've got big plans. So we talked a lot about the intercepting here, the punishing here. So kind of mastering these special moves is going to be very, very important. So take a
Vital.
look right now. This is your first opportunity. We'll show you one more time before the end of the show here. But I love, like I said, seeing summoners go off and plan and they
got a little something
collaborate
at
and
the
stuff.
end of it.
We talked a little bit yesterday about Onslaught, mostly because
Ain't no decks
I
in
got
that.
Onslaught, one of my top champs right now, and you said you might think that's a good idea, but it's not. Why is Onslaught not my choice
Onslaught's
here?
an interesting case.
Okay.
He's the only champion in the game currently to have one of our cool new RPG mechanics, Dauntless, which increases all damage dealt during specials. So he actually will deal a slightly larger amount of damage to Glycon. Just don't expect him to be doing any of his full damage that he does through his Neuroshocks, because Glycon takes no damage from damage over time effects.
Yeah, he's still okay.
or bursts of
Onslaught's still
damage.
gonna be
That's
real
right.
good.
That SP2 converting to
Onslaught's still gonna be real
degen.
good.
I know some stuff. I'm learning. This is awesome. I'm really excited. Thank you so much for sharing your insight. Is there anything else you want people to know before we roll on here? 31 minutes until Act 8.4.
About a half hour, yo.
You're gonna need to learn how to fully dex those specials.
Yep.
It's extremely important. You won't get credit. You won't get to remove a divine punishment from Glycon after punishing his specials if he's managed to touch your block or you with one of his special hits. So watch out for that. And also,
need to
I will
watch
tell you
out for
what,
the drop
there is
inputs.
an optimal,
We need to
or
watch out
somewhat
for y'all
optimal
turning our
order
decks into
to
a block.
activating
That's what it
Glycon's
sounds
divine
like to me.
punishment.
Right.
And
That's
if you
right.
respect that, you're going to have a much easier time with the fight.
Yeah, I'm excited for the community to come together and find that order, like we say. That's kind of that group think that our community manages to solve problems so quickly together, and I love hearing stories about people in line chats with their alliances, or hey, we've got
Well, Mike Hill, he did say that there's other ways to gain prowess in the fight. But yeah, I don't think so with Arky. I don't think so.
how are you feeling about it?
I'm stoked. This guy's been in the pipe for a long time. He's my second boss, so I've gotten to take a whole bunch of the learnings from the Nameless Grandmaster and put it into this fight. And as he's come along, I think he's
he
just
did
gotten
the
more and
Nameless
more fun.
Grandmaster,
I
too.
think he's going to do a great job of presenting a challenge for summoners, but and he is hard, but from experience and from anecdotes, once you get into the flow of this fight, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna
I love
see.
seeing stuff. Inevitably, again, we launched this today, and by next week, someone's going to show me like a 4-star Groot solo takedown, which is great. I love seeing the way that our community comes
Is that a
together
shout out
to
to,
tackle
Metal
challenges like
Sonic,
this.
dude?
Absolutely.
Is that a shout out
Stuart,
to
thank you so much for
MSD?
coming back to the show. Thank you for sharing your insight, your passion, and honestly, a little bit of sneak peeks and like tips and tricks, because I think while this information will get to summoners sooner or later, hearing it before it even launches is a pretty unique experience. So thank you so much.
It'll all come back in kind. I'm expecting all of you guys to tell me more strategies on how to beat him when I eventually have to do it
There we go.
myself.
There we go.
On my path to Valiant.
Yeah. All right, everybody, please sound off in chat. Let Stuart know that you appreciate them. Thank them for being here. Thank you again so much. All right, we're going to change gears once more here. We're going to show you guys that special moves video one more time so that you all can start learning, can start memorizing, can start theory
it's not
crafting.
showing us much,
Get into
but-
that. If you're here for the giveaway, we will be doing that in about 15, maybe 20 minutes time. Stick around. We'll give you all the information you need. Make sure you're here on twitch.tv/kabam. That's all you need for now. Thank you again to Stuart. And when we get back, we'll be chatting with my boss and your best friend, Mike, about
Shout out
the
to Stuart.
rewards. See you in 30.
And they said Mike be yelling at his staff, trying to defend us. I don't know. I wonder what that be sounding like. Yeah, that's a yeah. That was a special one? Jeez. His special 2 look easier to dex. His special 2 looks easier to dex.
What is up, Summoners? Welcome back. Thank you again so much for being here as we ramp up to Act 8.4, celebrating the launch of new story content is always exciting, and I think one of the things that gets people most pumped up, combine those two, is talking about the rewards. Again, a lot of people will become Valiant today. We have
up.
estimations from John,
Hands
not
up.
John,
I'm
that
about
it
to
might
start that
triple
volume. I'm
the
about to
number
start
of
that
Valiants
poll.
we have once
I'm about to
we
start that
release this
poll real quick.
content. But here to talk through those rewards and showcase a little bit of
75%
excitement,
y'all said eventually.
we got the one and only
said yes.
Mike.
Y'all
Mike,
will
welcome
do
back. How are you?
Act 8.4.
I'm good.
17% of y'all
Happy to
said
be here.
eventually.
happy to be here. It's
Always
a good
happy
day.
to be here.
Eight percent of
Yeah, it's
y'all
a fun
said
one.
what it was Act 4. We
No
gonna
socks
end that
today.
poll.
Okay, I
Because
am wearing
everyone
socks.
talks
I'm
about
very
socks.
shocked.
Everyone notices our
Do you see
socks.
how many people talking to your pink socks?
So here, I want to point this out. These aren't pink. They're blue and red, but when you stretch them, they get a little stretchier, but they're Spider-Mans.
They're Spider-Man socks. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. No, I have socks. They're just really.
Oh, you
small
got those
kind.
low socks?
Yeah.
All right. And this has been Socks Talk with the community team. 8.4 launches today.
Yes.
Are you finished Act 8.3?
I'm finished Act 8.3.
So you can dive in today.
I'm going to dive in today.
That's
To
exciting.
try at least a few quests. I'm always a little bit behind everyone else.
Yeah.
But I think I'll be able to complete it probably the next day or two.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited to try out to fight Glycon.
Yeah.
Little tidbits of information. A lot of players might not have noticed this, but the Punisher has been missing from the contest for ages.
Yeah.
Ages and ages.
Yeah.
Doesn't show up in anything. When we used to put out those maps, has the Punisher missing, and everyone would always ask, "Oh, where's the Punisher? Where's the Punisher?" They thought it was a mistake. They thought we missed it, and then every year we come out with a new one, and there was no Punisher. This is why. The Punisher's been gone for a long time because the Punisher has become Glycon, and it's really interesting to me. Like, this is something that we've been working at for, I don't know, Max, how long?
8 years.
8 years.
What?
Yeah, and it's finally paying off. Like, that's intense, right?
Think about where you were 8 years ago. I actually do love.
just started here.
I was dancing on ice.
Yeah.
I always hear it. I think it's really fun to
New poll
see
in the
from
chat. New
some of our
poll in the
community
chat.
that are like, I'm in
Need to
college
know.
now, but I've been playing since I was like 14.
Yeah.
And they're like super involved in their alliance. They've made friends. We get to meet some of those people at our
Yeah.
live events and stuff. That stuff is very, very cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see, as a community manager, the
Yeah.
community coming together is obviously very exciting. So a lot of people are going to become Valiant
Lights
today.
out,
lot
special
of people.
3.
We
Facts.
need 2 7-star rank 3s to get there.
Yeah.
And we're going to give people that opportunity. If they haven't already done Necropolis, if that was
Yeah.
too tough, no shade. I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near that. So
Yeah.
it's exciting. You're already a Valiant, though, correct?
Yes, I did one completion of Necropolis, and I
Same here.
got some other stuff along the way. I haven't explored it,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so he bought
But
some
yeah,
stuff.
like you will still
He can
have
just say-
to
he can
either
just
have
say it, Mike.
made some purchases along the way, completed other content, or done one run of Necropolis
Okay, he said
to
it.
be able to become
He said it.
Valiant by
Telling the
exploring
truth.
Act 8
Yeah.
today.
Act 8 today. So when John Not John came on the show and we talked about Valiant for the first time, we laid out these plans in full.
Yeah.
Right? We said difficult content is going to get you there, but if you don't want to do that and you don't want to engage with our year-end sale, you can wait for Act 8.4. That's going to be your big opportunity. So we were very
I've been
upfront about it.
waiting.
I love that. I love that we
been
equipped
waiting,
our
man.
summoners with all the information that they
It's
need.
time.
But we've
It
got
ain't my
rewards
time,
coming up, and I
y'all.
say we dive in because we got 24 minutes until Act 8.4 goes live, and we're still going to do that giveaway. Stay tuned for that. So these are their Act 8 rewards. Now, this information's been
All right, here
out
we
there
go, the
already,
juicy
but I'm sure
stuff.
for a lot of you, this might be the first time you're seeing it. So this is Act 8 rewards, or the easy path to Valiant.
And like
not gonna
easy
be that
is
easy.
quotes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not going to be
cool.
that
But you
easy.
still have to do
all right,
Necropolis
so looking
least
at
one
Chapter
time.
4 completion, get in, get your first lane done, get that first path in. There's some good stuff here.
Yeah.
For me, I'm always a sucker for a Nexus Crystal. Now, I know a lot of people have gotten almost all their 6 stars, and a lot of people are focused on 7.
I'm gonna pause that for a second. 2-time 6-star rank up gem, 3 to 4. 1-time 6-star awakening gem, 6 stones. 2 6-star nexuses, 1 5-star nexus relic. Okay. 500 7-star hero shards. Okay, 10 25% tier 6 class catalyst. Nice. 7-time tier 3 alpha catalyst nice, and 7-time tier 6 basic catalyst, and then 2 million gold. That's just for completion, y'all. That's crazy.
Stars. For me, there's just something exciting, even if it is just a 6-star, about choosing who you get to add. Having that little bit of agency in a game that is very focused on RNG is so fun to me. But what stands out on this list for you?
So I'm going to go with probably the rank up gems, even though they're only 6-star rank up gems.
Yeah.
Now that I'm focusing on ranking up my 7 stars more, it's really great to not have to
Adding
use
gems
those
and not have to
resources.
use
But I
your
also
fair
still
enough.
have
Material,
lots of great
facts.
6 stars that I'm getting, and I want to be able to utilize them and use them.
Yeah, and then I mean, Ascension obviously going to give you a little bit of longevity there, and there's some of those rewards in this set as well. So that's always exciting to see. To me, like, I understand the utility and the necessity of rank up materials, but they're just not as flashy.
It's not as exciting. I get that.
flashy.
Yeah, it's not as
Nothing
fun.
about-
It's not as like, oh, I got this new champ that I really want to check out.
Yeah.
But there's still half a 7-star in here as well.
Right?
Tons
Just
of
for your first run.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
and tons of tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And the important thing to remember about this is you don't get these by themselves. Once you do an
don't see
Act
nothing.
4 or Chapter 4 completion, you're also going to get Act 8 completion. So you're going to get a lot of stuff all at one time.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
Act 8 exploration
ain't nothing
here.
wrong with it, Mike.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Nothing
Chapter
whatsoever.
4
Get
exploration
it, how you
here.
living.
Yeah.
Again, more
Cataclysm
things. We've got a
215 in the
7-star
building, I
rank
see
up
you.
gem, 1 to 2, which is super exciting. We're just going to give you a 7-star hero crystal as well. And then 5,000 7-star shards and a full tier 2.
Let me pause that real quick. We got 1 6-star rank up gem, 4 to 5. It's a gem, so that's good. You can choose whoever. 1 7-star rank up gem, 1 to 2. You can choose whoever again. It's a gem. 1 7-star hero crystal. 200. Oh, there go the primordial dust. 200 of them. So you can ascend 1 champion. That's not too great if you ask me. Should do at least like 400. But 1 6-star relic crystal, decent. 5,000 7-star Titan shards. Decent, I guess. Maybe 10,000. And then 1-time tier 4 alpha catalyst. This is big time right here. 1-time 6-star relic rank up gem. Oh, this is big time too. The rank up gem, relic gem, that's big time. And then 4 million gold. My only complaints is a little bit more tier 2 primordial dust, please. And then maybe a little bit more Titan shards. All right.
Ascension.
You'll be able to power through with a new account But think of all of the keys that you now have to unlock everything else if you win this.
Yeah. I think it's cool. We're going to be doing that giveaway in probably 10 minutes time, so stick around for that. We'll tell you exactly what you need once we get there. Moving on here, we've got these path rewards. We had to clarify yesterday because I was uncertain. How many times can you get all of these rewards?
6.
6 total times. I still don't fully understand it, but Max said one of these things will be at the beginning of the path, one of them will be at the end of the same path.
Yeah.
You go through it, get all the stuff.
Yeah, and if it's 6 quests with 3 paths each, so yes, you'll get this 6 times. Basically,
So 30
you get
times.
each of these 1 time per quest.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw me try to do math earlier when Max was counting up the number of fights.
30,000.
It's not not
Five-star
good.
relic.
It's not good.
It's really simple, but
Yeah.
as I was telling you right
60,000
now,
six-star hero
I was
shards.
in my head saying, "Am I right?
Am I screwing this
counting?
up?
Yeah.
I get that. That
6
happens a lot
paths.
when we do these live things. It's a big risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
3 paths, but there's 6 quests.
We
and there's
created-
6 sets of rewards.
Yeah.
There's no need to add that.
It still
up.
doesn't
They're
always.
fragmented.
Calculators exist now to eradicate math. You don't need to learn math. That's bad advice if you're young and you're
Yeah,
in school.
please
Pay
learn.
attention in math class. It's
Yeah.
important.
But also, like,
And then
I went to
9,000.
film school, guys.
Oh, excuse me.
I dropped out twice.
Yeah.
Don't be like us.
8,507 star hero crystal
Okay,
shards.
moving on past all of this. Completion rewards
Yes.
for completing all of this. Again, as soon as you finish your first path, you're getting these on top of
Yeah.
your completion for for part 4 here.
yeah, so this is what a lot of people are going to be getting today. A lot of people are going to get this.
Yeah.
7-star hero
There's
crystal.
another rank 2 7-star
another
right off the
gem.
bat. You'll get a
So you get
7-star
2
crystal.
rank 2 gems.
Rank up 2 rank up gems to take 6 stars to rank 5. That's like
I only
they've
have one of
completed
those.
their path now,
Dang,
yeah.
So
and
three rank
between
5.
exploration of
6 stars basically.
So I guess just the completion here. You're also going to be able to ascend one of your 6 stars. You could
Okay,
very
that's
much
why the
like
Titan
an
shards
ascended
look so
6 stars.
low.
Really,
That's why
really
the Titan
powerful.
shards look
so that's
so
gonna
low.
be really
Yeah.
helpful.
And
just
the primordial
be creative,
does
guys.
look-
I'm bored
okay.
of seeing
I can't
ascended
complain.
Hercules.
This is just good.
You know who
rewards,
has
bro.
one of those at the top of their roster?
It's just good
I'm
rewards
part of the
across
problem.
the board.
Yeah, instant ban.
I know. I know.
Even the things that I complained about,
But
they just
like, I have a few rank 4 ascended
It's just
champs
like,
that are
"Ooh,
higher than
shut it
my
up."
rank 5 unascended champs.
Yeah.
So the power of ascension, I think. I don't think it's missed by anyone. I think everyone appropriately gauged it and clocked it, but I still think
Oh
it's
no,
awesome.
it makes
How many
sense.
minutes
Like,
we got,
I
Joel?
get why it's Hercules, but
Yeah.
he doesn't need it.
17
Use it on
minutes.
someone who could like
17
really use
minutes.
that extra firepower.
It's a really good
17
point.
minutes
Your
until Act
clairvoyance, your
8.4.
Omega Sentinels. I'm just telling you who I did it. Yeah.
For me, it was utility,
Yeah.
or the opportunity for
Which
me to
means
get
about
that
5
champ at a
minutes
higher
until they
rarity,
start the
right? Like I
giveaway,
ascended
yo.
a
5
5-star
minutes
weapon
until they
X
start
because
the
I was like, I'm not
giveaway.
going to get a 6-star weapon X for
Yeah.
a while, right? That was my plan. Unless I win the giveaway today,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm going to
That is
enter
a
it.
crap ton of 7-star
I always
shards,
forget.
depending on
Yeah,
your
you told me you have
account,
like 230 6-star champions in your roster.
Yeah, around there.
That's bonkers.
There's not many.
So
in
times
there.
That's
that by
bonkers. But again, if you got it,
275?
you would just get a whole bunch of dupes and a ton of ISO.
A ton of ISO
Yeah,
and a
you
bunch
were
of
like
7-star
75
shards.
You
times
said yesterday, you're
200.
like, yeah, that ISO will expire.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use it all.
Good luck.
I don't have the gold for it.
No, you wouldn't.
think
but
that's like
hey,
40,000
there's a
7-star
lot to
shards?
consider.
Yeah.
I like that there's strategy with the giveaway.
Like
if you win,
40,000?
how are you strategically going to play this? All right, Act 8 Exploration Rewards, the biggest.
The big stuff.
The big stuff. And right there at the top, Valiant, as long as you've got one other one already.
Yeah, you're going to become Valiant if you. It is a crystal, so it will be of a specific class. But honestly, at this point, most people who are going to be going for this and like becoming Valiant from this have a fair number of 7 stars.
Yeah.
I have 30. If I have 30, you probably have a lot more.
I think I have
I
7.
mean, you just said
maybe
that
8.
you.
Okay,
yo,
well,
let me
just-
stop.
you have one of each class. That'll help.
I don't.
To be fair,
but not yet. Soon.
There's a question.
My
How many 7 stars do y'all
First
got?
rank up
Yeah.
was Emma Frost. because
Everybody
she was
go
the best
check their
mutant I
account
had.
real quick.
Yeah.
How many
I still don't
7
have like a
stars do
lot
y'all
of
got?
mutant 7 stars. She wasn't the best choice, but I really like her.
I duped
She's
her
a lot
for
of
you.
fun.
You
Yeah.
said, hey, open this. And I went, did you want a dupe of Emma Frost, who I always call Emma Stone by accident? Because it makes sense, because they're diamond and that's a hard material like a stone.
But she's frosty because it's ice.
Yeah, but ice
Diamonds are
isn't that
ice.
strong.
Diamonds are called ice.
Yeah, okay. No,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Multiple people,
It's not a good point.
it's a great point. Multiple people in chat have pointed out that if you get all of that ISO and you're running low on gold, you could sell some
the
of that.
ISO, but that's
Thank you
a
for
lot
that.
of-
I saw Sound Warp say that
That's
for the
a
first time.
lot of.
That's so many
clicking.
buttons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, 10,000 Titan shards here, and I think it's worth pointing out. We've talked about this, and we see the occasional frustration
get
of
a
people
Titan
coming in and saying,
crystal.
"I spun a Titan crystal, I got a mid champ." Titan crystals are so rare, they should only be top tier champs. And that's never been the approach. And we've been very clear about that from the beginning, that essentially these champions, champions in the Titan pool are there for specificity. You can narrow down your chances of a specific champion very quickly, the same way we do things with like loyalty crystals.
But also, like, they've all been bangers at like just different levels of banger. Like, Thing is in the next one. He's not a bad champ. A lot of people would love to have Thing as a 7-star. Would you rather have, who else is in there? Onslaught? Yeah, probably. But Thing isn't bad. Thing is just the first one comes to mind.
Thing isn't bad. Put it on a poster. Put it on a T-shirt.
Thing ain't bad.
Thing ain't bad.
Yeah.
Thing ain't bad.
Thing ain't a bad thing. Yeah.
Again, and then a Nexus crystal for a 7-star champion right here. I think
there's
that's
also
incredible.
the class hero crystal.
Yep.
I don't remember.
This is
if
about to
get
be juicy, man. We gotta get in here.
Someone's gonna figure it out and tell
We'll
us.
figure it out very quickly.
Now, before we dive
Nice,
in,
Mike.
we've got 14 minutes until content. Very quickly, we have to go and tell everybody a thing.
Yeah, okay. So we also have, obviously, everyone knows at the very end of every quest or chapter, we have a unit offer that comes up for a bunch of stuff. A lot of people like them, some people don't. It's up to you.
Y'all stop doing that
for the
for
first
EQs,
time
then,
ever,
y'all.
what we're going to be doing is having a different price based on your progression level. And that is so that we can have it be something that is valuable to Paragon players without being super overpowered for Valiant players, but still be appealing because the price might be better for a Valiant player where they're like, okay, I don't need this as much as a Paragon player does, but it's still more, it's cheaper, so it might be something that they want.
There's literal economics at play here, and that the value goes down in theory for Valiants who have more developed rosters, etc. And therefore it is less valuable and should cost less and should be more accessible.
I think it's going to be much more exciting for Paragon players, and that's kind of the point here.
And it is a change, so we wanted to get ahead of that. We typically, as the community team, try to focus on go play the game. We're not here to sell you stuff. Go enjoy the game, but this is one that we wanted to communicate and give you the intention behind it right away.
They trying to sell us stuff.
Again, we got a question from Burb Likes Fit, that's basically asking about the offer. So I'm glad that we were able to address it and give you guys that kind of insight. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's not as bad. It's not a bad change.
No.
It seems scary because change is scary and it's different. But we're here. All right.
The question everyone's asking, will it change if we become Valiant? It will not.
I'm sitting right next to.
It stays the same price.
I'm sitting right next to Mike.
So if you're a Paragon, when it triggers, it'll stay the Paragon price.
Did we get that confirmation? Because I know we were talking about it this morning.
I don't know if we, yes.
Bro, I'm sitting right next to the big homie. Look,
so now you know. Let's do
our
biggest giveaway ever. We've got 12 minutes until Act 8.4 launches. We're all excited. The room is abuzz. Everyone's been so lively today. I've asked like 4 questions of the room and everyone just silence. It's been great. But I'm excited and I hope you are as well. To enter this giveaway, we are giving away again every single 6-star currently released in the game. I'm going to say that we will wait to the end of the month to send this out because I want to give you a Spider-Punk. And he doesn't come out till later in the month, so we're going to give everybody a 6-star. Give us some time to get that out there. To enter this giveaway, are you ready?
Yep.
Rob, are you ready? You are going to type in chat right now, 6-star, exclamation point, 6-star, Bonanza. Bonanza, it's all on the screen. Bonanza, you probably haven't typed that in a long time, but it's on the screen. Figure out the spelling. Exclamation point, Bonanza, 6-star Bonanza.
There we go.
Goddamn. In the chat right now, blow it up. Again, we tend to overload the system, so if you do not see a message from Streamlabs, you got an entry. We're counting entries. Are we already popping off?
Yeah, we definitely overloaded.
We broke it. It's fine. It's great. It's
fine.
still keeping track. It's just not giving you the message back. So everyone gets 1 entry. Once you get it in there, you don't need to go over and over and over again. I've seen a couple of 1 6-star Bonanza. Make sure that's an exclamation point. Do not include the quotations. Everybody gets 1 entry. Hop in there right now. Only on twitch.tv/kabam. If you're watching everywhere, anywhere else. Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of it. But we are over at twitch.tv/kabam for this giveaway and to interact with you all in chat. So hop on over.
All right, there it is, y'all. If you want to enter the giveaway, bro, you gotta go click the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. The link is also, I just put it into the chat just now. So click that link. That link is going to take you to their live stream. Once you get there, type into their chat, exclamation point, 6-star bonanza. I probably spelled it wrong. Exclamation point, I spelled it wrong. Six-star bonanza. Boom, there it go again. No, what am I doing? Boom, there it is right there again, y'all. Type into their Twitch chat. Exclamation point, 6-star bonanza. The link to their live stream is right there. It's right there. Click the link, go over, put your giveaway, put the code in to enter the giveaway into the chat, and then good luck to everybody. There we go. Is it bonanza? I'm sure y'all can figure it out, man. 6-star bonanza. Oh yeah, that is it. 6-star bonanza. Think a banana, bro. Type exclamation 6-star bonanza. Boom, there we go. I don't know what you talking about. I spelled it right. What you talking about? You talking, Mike, you talking to me like you see me spell it wrong in the chat. I just see me spelling it right. What you talking about? That's all I see. Once again, click that link, y'all. It's pinned to the top. I just put it in the chat too as well. Here, let me pin this one. Head over there, enter that giveaway. I am about to get ready to get up out of here. Will Act 8.4 make you valiant? 14% of y'all said yeah. 21% of y'all said was valiant. And 64% of y'all said I'm already valiant. Well, today my day. Today me and 14% of y'all's day. Let's get it, 14%. And congrats to the 64% that already got it done. Man, y'all not missing much. I mean, I can press play on this again if y'all want me to, but man, it's time to click that link. Head over to the to Kabam's Twitch live stream and enter yourself into the giveaway.
Battle today.
Yeah, I'm.
Giveaway is now open,
You're
y'all.
not going to be
the
paying
whole
attention
afternoon?
to any meetings today.
Yeah, you
so.
booked off the whole day. We're not doing anything. Let
Sorry,
that be a lesson up
coworkers.
there.
Hope
If
don't
you need
me.
Mike, he's busy today,
don't.
okay?
Yeah.
If you need
Mike,
me,
yeah.
you don't. All right, what are we looking at on our... the odds on this are actually pretty good for you guys. The amount of entries we normally get is about 2,400 to 2,800.
Yeah.
3,000, a little over 3,000, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Someone... I saw some of the
3,000
conversation
people.
in the forums
Only
be like,
3,000 people
it's a
entered
1 in a
the giveaway
billion
so far.
chance.
Get
It was like,
over
it's
there,
not.
y'all.
It's literally 1 in
Yeah.
3,000.
link.
So someone went in and went, well, it's a lot better than you winning like your local lottery. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But there is only one.
As soon
One
as
who
this
will
is
rise
over,
above the
Act
rest.
Act 8 go live
All right,
in
you
5
wanna count us
minutes.
down?
Yeah, I'm shutting the stream down.
What do we got? 5?
I'm setting
Five.
it for
Yeah,
Act
4.
8.4
Yep.
stream.
3,
Good?
2.
Yeah.
What comes last?
1.
1.
Done. Shut it down.
That's it.
Mods, if we can now
That's
mute
it.
the term so that we can have some semblance of
That's
organization
it.
back in the chat
Giveaway,
here. We've got our
chance to
winner.
Enter the giveaway has.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, no, wait, we haven't
ended.
pulled it yet. We haven't pulled it.
They
Oh,
about
that's
to
exciting.
pull the
We're going to
winner.
pull it, and then we're going to
Hopefully
flip
it's not
it
rigged,
to
yo.
Rob, and he's done something awesome for this giveaway. I think
Bro,
it's
if one of
super
y'all
duper
win,
cool.
if one of y'all win, you know how
Hold on,
hype
just
I'm
one
about
second. I
to
want
be,
to
bro.
abuse my power. Perfect.
Do you want to tell them what's going to be on our next live stream yet?
Yeah, you want to...
Yeah.
Sauron. Sorry, everyone. I press buttons and I keep breaking stuff. Our next live stream, as we set up for
you
this,
spell worse
will
than
be
me.
on May the 3rd. We're going to be revealing, and I'm excited we can say this officially for the first time ever.
They might
Okay.
be.
Don't say that
We
part.
get a lot
Don't
of
say that
ghosts
part.
too far
Just say the
gone.
last
We
one.
get a lot
Don't
of
say this
ghosts,
one.
bro.
Don't say that one.
Oh
yet.
my
Yeah.
goodness, what are you doing to me?
I'm sorry.
We've got big reveals
Yeah.
coming next
Tooth, you
on May
already know,
3rd
bro.
here.
Yeah.
You already know
But
what
the
I'm
one that
on,
I
bro.
can tell you about is
We
this
might
one.
be here until
This
4
one?
o'clock
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
Okay, we
tomorrow,
will
be- Don't say who it
still
is.
Oh my
streaming.
goodness, I'm
I
so
don't know, we gonna
restricted.
find out.
We will be
Yeah,
talking
that's
through our
we
next
own that
Deathless
today. We own that
champion.
today,
We will be showcasing them.
Yeah.
But you'll have that information ever so slightly just ahead of that stream.
Yeah.
We have a very cool video coming to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You guys should check that out
We own that
just
today,
ahead of
too.
time. And then
So, hopefully y'all, man,
we'll be giving
hopefully
you
y'all
information
come
about
through,
where
show
you're
love.
going to
It's
get
gonna be
these
a
pieces,
super long
which will be super
stream,
cool. And then
man.
we've got 2 other things
We ain't
that I'm not
ending the
allowed to
stream
talk about right
until
now. They're
we
both
finish
super cool.
Act
So get excited
8.4.
for that. All right, 3 minutes until this content
100%.
goes live. Rob, are we ready? Ooh, look at this thing Rob made. Oh my
that cool?
goodness, our production team is awesome. Rob, thanks for crushing it today. It's been
that
a
is
great show,
fire.
and you did a
Is
great,
that everybody
you did a
who
great
entered the
job making
giveaway?
all the polish.
Oh,
Make
that's
it very,
fire.
very prevalent, front and center. All right, 3 minutes till content. All right, our big grand prize winner,
Uh-oh.
the only summoner to win every single 6-star champion
No LB.
is
No LB.
Nesto won.
Nesto one.
Nesto
Congratulations,
Congrats to
everybody.
Nesto 1. Congrats to Nesto 1. Yeah, he pumped
Again,
right now.
a massive, massive congratulations
pumped
to you.
right
We
now.
will be reaching out to you on Kabam's Twitch account later today to get all the information that we will need. I will be reaching out. Please
it's
have
going
some
down,
patience
too.
with me as I get
going
real
down.
sleepy after these live streams. But that's super
BG
exciting.
dropped today, too.
And a massive shout out to all the summoners out there right
All right,
now,
y'all.
congratulating
Congrats,
them.
congrats to
Occasionally
the
we
winner.
see it happen
Thank
that it
you
comes
for
through and everyone's like,
everybody
it's
who came out.
rigged. I didn't.
Before I get out of here,
Some of that, too.
Don't
We
go
got-
nowhere yet, yo. Before I get out of here, y'all, I wanna do one more thing with y'all real quick before I get out of here to start up this 8.4 live stream. Once again, we completing and exploring today. Well, as long as it takes. We ain't ending the stream until we done exploring Act 8. So, but hold on, before we get out of here, let me see something real quick. I need to see something real quick. All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, let's do a stream raid, man. Let's do a stream raid. Go share some of this love. We gonna go wish my boy KT1 some good luck. We gonna go hashtag Triple G raid. If you don't know what a raid is, here I'll tell you in just a second. A raid is I'm about to post a link to somebody who's live streaming right now. And then we're all gonna click that link. And then once we click that link, it's going to take you to KT1's live stream. Once you get there, type into KT1's chat, hashtag Triple G raid. Of course, drop a like on this stream. If you're new to his channel, hit him with a subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully, I see y'all there. I'm going to chill in there for a minute while I set up everything for my live stream. Hopefully, see y'all there. If not, then maybe I'll see you guys on my live stream for Act 8.4 in about 15-20 minutes. And if not, then I'll see you on the next live stream you can make it to. But regardless, I want y'all to make sure y'all take care of yourselves. As always, I want y'all to stay blessed.